Someone has come to fool you and make you think there is a big problem for you to fight with your own neighbors. You said they take jobs. I asked the question. 300 Ghanaians went back to Ghana 3 days ago. Show me 300 jobs which were created after those 3 Ghanaians left. Say no, Mahama took 300 people back to Ghana. And as a result, here are 300 jobs that we created. Which jobs are they taking from you? Who wants to do these jobs that these people don't pay for? Because these people who come from outside South Africa, they are the ones who do those jobs during harvesting season in Stellenbosch, where they are not paid anything. And you will never want to do that job because we know our rights. We don't want slaves jobs. We want jobs that have got appointment letter with benefits, with pension funds, a letter that can confirm that you are economically active. Not jobs that are going to exploit South Africans. That's why you will never go back to take those jobs. In Alexander, 1 year, they took away the Zimbabweans and foreigners who were selling apples and tomatoes on the streets. Said, Mabahambe, let them go out. After they chased them away, no South African went to that space to sell tomatoes and apples. Because when you remove them, you must go in and sell tomatoes.
Malema asked a very powerful question here. If hundreds of foreign nationals have left, show us the hundreds of South Africans who immediately got those jobs. Ghana took the people back, 300 of them. And I forgot the stats. I think out of the 300 of them that left, only about 40 of them were illegal, if I'm not mistaken. Out of the 300 Ghanaians that left, only about 40%, only 40 of them were illegal migrants. But that's another discussion. 300 of them left, right? Where are those 300 jobs? None. There isn't. And again, like you said, most of these people here were running tuck shops. They were selling the street corners. They were selling at the marketplaces. These are jobs that Africans are not willing to do. And that's just the fact. That's just the honest truth. South Africans don't want to be selling in the streets. And I can't blame them. Look, I'm not blaming anyone for choosing a certain lifestyle, right? If South Africans don't want to sell at the corner, that's 100% valid. But if you want a certain job, you have to have the tools required for that particular job. If you want to work at a corner office, have the skill sets that puts you at that pedigree. That's the least that you can do. Because if removing foreign workers doesn't solve the issue of unemployment, then what is the issue? And I've been saying this before. Foreign nationals are not the issue. It's the people. In fact, let me even call myself, it's not even the people, it's the government. Here we are having this march right now, happening on the 30th of June. The government is putting 600 million rands towards this march for the safety of the people, so that everything can go by smoothly. Jacinta herself said it in one of her interviews on the SABC News, I believe. Why not take the 600 million and actually create jobs? Why are you putting that money into the protection of the march? From the very get-go of this whole episode, of this whole entire xenophobic, Afrophobic movement, this much movement we're speaking about, We've been saying that the government is involved in this whole issue because this is one of the things that will prove it. Why not take this 600 million and put it towards job creation? But you're taking that money and putting it towards the protection of the people that are actually marching. How does that solve the issue? These people are going to march. They want to destroy whatever they want to destroy. They want to loot whatever they want to loot. They want to steal whatever they want to steal. You now still have to go back and fix those things. But the jobs have not been created. Because the South Africans are not going to go into the spaza shops and non-spaza shops. They're not. They don't have the bandwidth to run a spaza shop. Remember, like for example, the Ethiopians. When an Ethiopian man starts a store, right? His Ethiopian brothers all come together. They all buy stock and then help him start his own shop. That's how they're able to start hundreds of shops, hundreds of stores. South Africans don't have that kind of mindset. They just don't have that kind of mindset. They don't have that kind of vision. Remember, South Africans, black people. Right? Black people would rather gather together for an after party than to gather together for a business startup party. If I throw a party right now and said I'm starting a business and I'm throwing a fundraising party so that everyone can come together and help me raise the money that's required for me to buy the equipment and whatever else, a handful of people are going to pitch up. Mainly the closest people to me are going to pitch up. But if I throw a party, a pool party with free alcohol, free food, free music and everything, hundreds and thousands of people, even people that don't know, are going to pitch up. And that's just a black thing. That has nothing to do with Africans. That's just a black thing. But Ethiopians, they will come together. And not just Ethiopians, the Jews, the Muslims, many other, the Arabs, many other people work in that manner. We come together, we bring our resources together, and we help this person elevate. His elevation is our elevation. But we black people don't think like that. It's a sad time we're living in because we are chasing away the innocent. We are blaming the current issue in South Africa on the innocent. They are not the cause of the unemployment rate in South Africa. Mind you, the unemployment rate in South Africa right now is 32.7%. And the 32.7% encompasses of the people who are currently job hunting. There is also a 43.7% unemployment rate that's inclusive of those who have stopped job hunting. Those who are currently hunting for jobs, 32.7%. Those who count, including those who have stopped, it goes up to 43.7%. That is the current unemployment rate in South Africa. I'm going to pull out a stat that's going to debunk the fact that we are blaming foreign nationals for the jobs, for the lack of jobs in South Africa. But before I do that, I want to quickly play one video that's even going to add more validity, more credibility to the stats I want to pull out. Like I said, we are blaming the wrong people. The foreign nationals are not the issue. The government is. I'm just being honest and being truthful. The foreign nationals are not the issue. If truly what we are seeking in South Africa is job opportunities and a better economy for everyone, we are blaming the wrong people. But hey, who knows? Maybe this is just the beginning of that better economy. I don't know. The removal of illegal immigrants, I do support that, but not in the manner in which the people have chosen to approach it. This is something the government should have just handled by themselves. The fact that the people are now involved, it makes this thing bigger than it doesn't than needed. I mean, the whole world is looking at South Africa right now. The whole world is blaming South Africa as labeling South Africa as xenophobic and Afrophobic. Okay, and we can't blame them because that is what's happening in South Africa. That's what's happening in South Africa.